Is up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Collectors Assemble Live here on ToyQuest 101. And it is going to be an epic night, guys, because for the first time ever, we have Iron Studios joining us, which is super awesome, right? Because they just got done their insider showcase, and they're awesome company. And we have Alex from Iron Studios joining us. Alex, thank you so much, man. I know you are very
Thank
far away
you.
from us, but we appreciate you being on, man.
No, thank you all. Like it's an honor, it's a pleasure, like to be in here talking to you guys. As I told you, Miguel, when we got in touch first time, it was a pleasure, like to know all about the story. And as being a father, like I was really emotional with everything. So for us, it is a pleasure to be here, especially thinking about this month, like with the Autism Awareness and all of that. This is something really important. So thank you so much for having us, having me, and for all of the good energy.
Dude, I really appreciate that, man. That really means a lot. I mean, obviously, you guys know it's Autism Awareness Month. My daughter has autism, and it's a huge month for us, right? So I really appreciate Iron Studios being a company and supporting the cause, and even collaborating with us, guys, because we mentioned that they partnered up with us. They're under the ToyQuest 101 umbrella now, joining some of the other companies that we do business with, and I'm excited because that means for you guys, we're gonna have more content. We're going to have more reviews for some of your favorite statues. And we're going to talk about a lot of those statues here today on tonight's show. So I really appreciate the kind words, man. And like I said, I know this is the first time, for Iron Studios doing this. So I really appreciate the company allowing this to happen and you guys establishing that connection with the community, right? Because although everybody knows who you are, this is going to really, connect you with the community, your fans, your customers, your viewers. And I think that's really special of a company to do that because those viewers and those customers are going to appreciate that more, right? So I think this is really special, and I'm really happy that you're on here. And I'm just going to go around my panel real quick to say hi. We're still missing one person. He's kind of running late, but it's okay. But first, I'm going to start with Josh McCoy from McCoy Culture's YouTube channel. Josh, what's up, bro?
What's going on, man? Super happy to be there. Like Iron Studios is actually the company that got me into this beautiful hobby that we all love so much. So it's really awesome to meet you, Alex. I'm been super excited for this show. You can ask Miguel. I've been hyped about it. But yeah, man, I'm ready for a good show.
I wasn't aware about it, but that's awesome, man. Really a pleasure to meet you and to know about your story and everything. That's great to know that Iron Studios made part of. I know that's this ever-expanding collection and history of yours. Awesome.
I was showing Miguel earlier. My old living room was nothing but because I went back and got all your older stuff, all the Iron Studios quarter scale stuff.
Yeah, we'll show a picture of that too, so you could see it. It looked beautiful.
Cool. That's awesome.
So definitely thank you, Josh, for being on tonight. We have Anthony from 6 Scale Mafia. What's up, buddy, man? Thank you for joining us tonight, bud.
Yeah, man. No, it's good. It's good to be here, man. It's very cool. So it's good to meet you as well. I've been a big fan of everything. I've been trying to not buy anything for the longest time. The whole X-Men stuff is great, man. So it's really cool to be here and talk about that and
that's really
see what happens with me. I don't know.
So Anthony's in the 6 Scale world, and we've been enabling him to get more into statues. And the funny thing is, a lot of the things that he really likes is Iron Studios. So especially the X-Men. So I'm sure he's going to have some questions. We're going to enable him, hopefully, to jump, down that rabbit hole with us and talk about that. But yeah, man, I'm super excited, like I said, to have you on. Let me just go say hi to some of the people in the chats first, because usually, people start coming in here a little bit later. But let's start with some people real quick, and then we'll jump into the insider showcase that just happened recently that had a lot of drops that everybody was really excited for. And yeah, man, let's do this. So first, I want to say what's up to Collectors Entity. What's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for stopping by. We have Rock City Arkham, Mike, my guy. Thank you so much. He just received his Cal Dodd autograph. Super excited about that. Yeah. We got Anthony Kennedy on. What's up, Anthony? How you doing, bud? Thank you so much for being on and joining us tonight, guys. Gotham Cinnabites Terry, another YouTube channel, guys. Check him out. He just hit 300 subs.
man.
This guy does some great things. Love him for sure. We got some people on Facebook. What's up, guys, over on Facebook? Let's see. Aurelis has her own Minico collection. She actually just purchased the Stan Lee figure after watching the episode and talking about Minicos with me. I actually sent you the screenshot, Alex. That was her. So
oh, really?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Cool.
She got the Minico. Yep, super cool.
Awesome. Which is a great line. Yeah.
The Cosplay Kryptonian, what's up, man? Thank you for joining us. Chasen in the house. Chasen, what's up, man? I know Chasen got his show going on soon, but thank you for coming on. The Don Prime, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you for coming on. We got Fine Tip Studios. Thank you, man. Appreciate you being on for us. The Collector, what's up, man? Got the popcorn ready to go. Let's see who else we got.
Collector Zone in the house.
Collector Zone. I know he's doing some collaborations. Yep, he's doing some collaborations with Iron Studios. So I appreciate him being on. Good dude, good person in the community, man. He just opened up his gallery, and I know he's gonna have a big part of Iron Studios there. So really cool, man. To have him.
He also has a really cool event coming up in May. His grand opening.
Yeah,
that'll be exciting.
If you're in the area, make sure you go check it out. Marcos is doing some cool stuff.
Yep, absolutely. So thank you.
And not not giving too much spoiler, but I saw some pictures of the store. It's going to be really awesome, man.
Awesome, man. I'm happy, man. Yeah, me and him chatted a little bit, and he posted he posted this in his group, so I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, man, I know he's doing a lot of things. He loves Iron Studios as well. So I'm happy for him and the event that you guys are gonna pull off in May. I think it's gonna go great. Jose Alicea, thank you, bro, for coming on. Appreciate you being on. El Profesoro, the guy who we're waiting for, he's in the chats, but he's not in the stream yet. he's
probably driving and texting.
I know. The Don Prime, what's up, man? Smoke him if you got him. What's up? We got Carlos Velez from Puerto Rico. What's up, man? Thank you for being on. We got people from Spain, people from Puerto Rico, and Australia on tonight, which is really cool. And more people are going to start to show up. Guys, we do have a giveaway going on tonight. It's going to be a little later on, so make sure you guys stick around because we're going to do our famous duck race for the winner. And I'm going to go ahead and, start getting some names down and stuff for that contest a little later on during the show. Yeah, man. So hold on. So let's see real quick before I continue. Mario, those... What does it say here? Oh, those who will miss the event. This is Marcos. We'll have another for those who missed it soon, guys. So if you guys are going to miss the event, you could always go back and check him out because I think he's going to have something else going for him. Hello from Texas. Funky Cold Santa.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I love these names, man. Greetings from B-More. Is that Baltimore? Probably.
Yeah.
Not too long. Josh, let's see. That's a mighty nice 1/2 captain behind you.
Got it from the man himself.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, guys. People are going to just keep coming in, so I can't keep going because it's just going to get worse and worse. But anyway, guys, let's start with the Insider Showcase. We're going to show some videos, if you guys missed it, of some of the releases that they did for Iron Studios. And, man, some of these were really like, oh man, they got my wallet itching because man, some of these are just they're really good, man. So let's pull them up real quick so you guys could see. Boom. Hit that play button for me. So we're gonna go through these real quick and then we're gonna go ahead and get some pictures. But this first one here, actually, Alex, I'll let you take the wheel. Why don't you talk about these as they go on?
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I really loved, like thinking about cartoon. All of you guys know about Batman Beyond, like back in the 2000s. So it was really awesome, to produce this in a three-dimensional environment, thinking about all of those 2D cartoon, like animated series. So Batman Beyond was a series, it had Bruce Wayne, but actually it was around another guy that
Terry McGinnis,
who found all about the Batcave and all of the secrets and assumed as the protege and the successor of the protector of Gotham. So now we developed this statue thinking about the acting, which is really nice. It is a tall statue. Let me see if I have the sizes in here. Probably, let's see. It is 11.5 inches height. So even though this is an art scale, it's like a tall one. So we have Batman in there, which has a nice detail, like with the translucent material in the feet, in the foot. You have all of this balance of colors and everything, but what calls my attention in this one is the perspective of the buildings of Gotham. Like you have this distortion that not only resembles the animated series, but also the perspective and like how high this scene is. So I really love this one, for all of the context that it brings to us, the memories and everything.
Yeah, man. Listen, I used to love this show. That
Really?
intro song is legit, right?
Yeah.
Love that song, right? But it was cool, man. I just a different look on Batman. But I'm gonna start with Josh. Josh, what do you think of this piece?
First off, I love the base, the animated city look they got going for it. And I was telling Miguel earlier, like when I first started collecting your pieces, like the 110 stuff, and then I gradually got to the quarter scale, it was when y'all just had the solid black octagon bases. So now it's with just a figure. So now it's cool to see y'all are creating like these diorama bases to make them have like a bigger presence to them. But no, I think this looks great. Y'all knocked it out of the park with this one.
Awesome. Yeah,
what
one thing that
go ahead, Alex. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, one thing that we also, like as Josh mentioned, one thing that we always take care of, like in these last statues that we produce and all of these, is that we always think about the environment, not only the character and how to portray the character, but also where should it be, and or where should that character be, or where, like what's the, you saw, for example, we're gonna talk about TMNT soon enough in this edition, but all of the statues have pretty much the same kind of base, where you have the sewer, where you have bricks and everything. So you create some context around the statue, and that's kind of a mini diorama in itself. Like even though this is not a full diorama as the X-Men and the Sentinels and all of that stuff, you have kind of a this diorama feeling, the BDS that we call, like you have some actions, you have some diorama, you have some, so the environment is really important. So that's why I like the base as well. It's really
I think it's really cool because if I remember correctly, the first 110 scale statues y'all started with the diorama bases was like the Thor Ragnarok ones. Then you went to like Spider-Man Homecoming, and then the Infinity War line was crazy. I think that's probably my favorite one.
Oh, really? Awesome.
Yeah. I was always hoping you'd make that Thanos you made where he's throwing the moon, the 10 scale one, and like a quarter scale. That would be amazing.
Yeah. That's a dope one. We got Charlene real quick from Puerto Rico. We got Hoff's Hometown Hero, another YouTuber there. And then we got Fine Tip Studios saying great use perspective with the base. But real quick, before we move on to the next one, Ant, what do you think about this? I mean, I know you're in the 1/6 scale game. This is a little bit bigger than what you got now, but it does create a nice pose. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I love it. I really do. Because the problem is so we had like the Batman Arkham line, right, from Hot Toys, and they're accurate to the video game, but in the video game they had the Batman Beyond suit, but it wasn't Batman Beyond, right? It wasn't Terry. It looked different. You guys totally captured this. That's so like as I saw this the other day, and I was like, damn, like I don't know, like because I have all this other stuff, so I'm like, I don't know if I can go down that line, but I love the way it looks. I love the base, the buildings. It's just got a really cool like flair to it. I don't know how to explain it, but it just totally reminds me of the cartoon. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it's kind of the balance of the colors, right? You have you have the blacks, and that's really nice. It's a shiny black, and you can see all of the volume and lights and shadows. But you have like this red that contrasts a lot. But at the base, the blues, like all of the blue tones in there, because you have some mix of blues, and you have the like the tiny yellow and orange fire in the foot. So this balance of colors brings this glare, like this. I don't know. It's really awesome.
Yeah. No. It's real. It's like it's real eye catching.
Yeah.
And
it
really is.
Like as you were mentioning right now, like the face. That's something that impressed me as well. I used to I run a show, like for all of our B2B clients, retailers, and distributors, and all of that. And I talk about all of the statues, and I talk about the details. And when I was recording that content, when I saw the face and how it is, like in a three-dimensional feel, like thinking about a 2D animated series, that's really impressive. Like you see the face, and it impressed me a lot how strong it is and how it resembles, like all of that setting and the environment of the animated series.
Yeah, dude, listen, I think that for one thing that, man, you guys do a great job is the amount of details you guys put in such a smaller statue, the 1/10 scales. I mean, they really look incredible. Real quick, El Profesoro making it in. What's up, bud?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Hey, sorry for being so late today, man, but it's been a late day at work, but I'm happy to be here tonight, man. And Alex, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here, y'all.
Let's go. We're just talking about the Batman Beyond piece that they did for the Insider Showcase. We're actually showing it here. Before I move on, Mario, what are your thoughts on this piece? I know you saw it. I know we touched on it a little bit a couple days ago. What do you think? I know your shorts have been getting a lot of DC love. Here's a DC character for you. What do you think?
Yeah, seriously, man. No, it's great, man. I mean, I think these guys are doing great. As far as capturing the overall character, and I'm loving this base right here. This bit of it's just the story, the overall story that it's telling of this piece. It's I think Iron Studios is doing a great job. With everything that they've got. But you know me, bro. I'm more of a Star Wars guy. That's my jam. So if we want to talk something, that Vader on throne that you guys got up there,
man, that one is making a huge noise, right?
Yeah, that one's got me in the feels, man. I mean, my Grail piece that I actually own is the original 40th anniversary one from The Empire Strikes Back, where he's walking in that pose.
Yeah,
I love that Hoth one. I love that piece of dance. But
nice, dude.
But yeah, man, this is great.
Have you heard we might have another rerun? Like on another scale for that one.
For that same piece.
For that, that was one of our best. Like in the past, and we have just announced at the last CCXP, the Comic Con experience here in Brazil. I don't know if you ever heard about these events. It's becoming really important. Like in all of the pop culture scenario around the world, and we have announced we're going to like our exclusives for this year's CCXP is going to be the, I think, art scale, or maybe that one was an art scale that you mentioned, or was a quarter scale.
That was quarter scale.
A quarter scale. So we're going to reproduce those on a art scale, which is the 1/10 again. So we're going to reproduce all of those. Yeah, 4 of those in the art scale line. So Vader's one.
Mario, you're in trouble, Mario. You're in trouble.
Yeah. Y'all are just going after my wallet right now, aren't you? Jeez.
And then we're going to touch on X-Men as well. We have the diorama, the fights between...
Oh, a diorama. You hear
Juggernauts, yeah.
Wait, what?
Anthony, listen up to that, Anthony.
Yeah. So
time out. Wait. All right, now. Hold on. Time out. So let me tell you something real quick.
To get those,
Listen, our first Iron Studios piece for ToyQuest101 years ago was the Wolverine versus the Juggernaut, and I have that. And let me tell you, that is one of my favorite pieces. Obviously, you guys know I'm a Wolverine fan. Love the Juggernaut. I mean, that thing is just crazy. I love dioramas, right? And obviously, Iron Studios, I think, is the king of dioramas, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I
absolutely love that statue. So they're gonna remake that one in a smaller scale or bigger scale?
That's it. Yeah, on a smaller scale. Yeah. Actually,
oh my god,
we're gonna have these on the 1/10 scale, which is the art scale.
Yeah.
But this is going to be exclusive for CCXP here in Brazil. So come to Brazil, man. But I think you're gonna like it.
Listen, don't tempt me with a good time. Don't tell me what a good time. If it's around Carnival, I'm in there, bro.
It will be in December this year. So yeah,
all right.
We're gonna have 4 exclusives. I remember these from the top of my head. These 2, but there are other 2 which I don't remember right now. But these are going to be
that's exciting.
4 exclusives for Comic Con experience here in Brazil.
Wow. Wow. We're taking a road trip to Brazil.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna make it back. I don't know, but I'm gonna make it
We
back.
won't. We'll just probably stay.
I'll stay. Brazil, Brazil. Let's go. I love it. All right,
Brazil.
Brazil. Listen, so obviously you guys knows I'm a big martial artist, and almost 85% of my team is Portuguese, Brazilian, and stuff. And man, I love those guys. We argue about who's late first or who's late more. Like it's these guys are the best, man. And they teach me all kind of Portuguese words that I can't say right now. But love the culture, man. All right, next.
Awesome.
Speaking of statues that are changing scales, this is one I think should eventually get a bigger scale for, and this is one actually for Anthony. The Cyclops you guys shared. I think this thing looked awesome. Like this, if you put this in quarter scale, I think this will be like a big one.
It is. Actually, this one is for, like this is a line of products that we are proud to have developed, the Unleashed line. Probably we remember in the past we have released Thor and Superman and Batman as well on this Unleashed line of products. Now we are releasing Cyclops, which is a really nice one. Like this is a prototype. Actually, we announced that the base is going to be a little bit bigger, but not different from this one. It's just a little bit bigger, so you can see more of the floor. You can see more of the droid that's in the floor as well. Parts of all of these environment, but like it has this blend, like of the comics and maybe the animated series. Some like evolution on in the design and all of that stuff. So this is an overall, it's something that we have developed and we are really proud like of doing this line of products.
So listen, I think this is one of the favorites because when this came out, this had a lot of buzz. And Dennis Perez, he's usually on our show, but he had to work tonight. I won it. Iron Studios is going to complete the line.
Unleashed or X-Men?
No, he's asking if Iron Studios is going to complete the line. Is there going to be like an Unleashed line?
We're gonna release a lot of not only the X-Men. We do have one of those that we announced at CCXP as well. It's Logan. We're gonna have Logan on two versions. It's going to be a regular one, and it's going to be the one with the eye patch.
Oh, no way!
Yeah.
Wait! Time out. Is he gonna have the tuxedo or no?
No, not the tuxedo.
Just the eye patch.
I mean, so he won't be patched.
It's like Weapon X. Yeah. It's like Weapon X and all of that stuff.
Oh, Weapon X. Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but it's going to have like Logan and all of that stuff for Unleashed line. 2 products, but we also expect to release 2 more. So these I cannot spill the beans and say which are those. But yeah, we're going to keep evolving the Unleashed line of products. We're going to have more of these in the future from the Marvel universe for X-Men and all of those. Also for DC, because we have already released Batman and Superman. So probably we're going to have more of those. But, like for all of those comics fans and animated series fans and all of that, we're going to have more products for this line.
Dude, that's like, that gives me goosebumps. So I got Mike right here is a huge Wolverine fan like me. I know he's excited about this line too. I don't know if you know this, but we our friends Wolverine, the voice of Wolverine, Cal Dodd, is a good friend of ours. He's been on the show a couple times. And so are the some of the cast from the X-Men animated series have been on the show. So we're really big X-Men fans. But I wanna tell you how excited I am about this, because I mean, this statue has a lot of presence for being a small statue, and I know a lot of people want it in a bigger size as well. Is there any chance in the future that you guys will be making this same one maybe a little bit bigger?
Well, I'll tell you what, man. As I keep saying, like being in the marketing and all of that, like thinking about customer experience and things. As I always say to anyone asking, like, could we have this or that? Man, just get in touch. Let us know what you guys would like, and probably this may become real, So who knows? If we have a lot of requests for a bigger size on this line of products, maybe that could become real, We don't have plans yet for that, but we always listen to our fans and to the collectors, which is something that we are really proud of. Like we always listen, we always hear. For example, I don't know if you know, talking about Star Wars that we are briefly mentioning in a few minutes ago. You saw Mando's, you know, like the Starfighter, or I forgot the name, N1 Starfighter.
The N1,
yeah,
yes, sir.
from
Yes,
last
sir.
month. We heard, you know, about the bases. We're gonna work on that, and probably we're gonna announce real soon about, you know, a new base, because we heard the fans, we heard about all of that. We think the Starfighter is really awesome, and you know, we know the fans liked it. They gave us some feedback about it, so we are right now working on that, and we're gonna announce. So that's something we always do, you know, like we listen to the fans, we listen to the collectors, and we want to evolve and, you know, like become better and create things, you know, like for the fans, because we as collectors as well, we create things that we would like to have as well, but we also listen, you know, like what those guys would like to have. So probably bigger scale could work. You know?
That's awesome. So like this is the reason why this is important right here going on today, because this is connecting the community with the company, right? And like I said, you know, being on the front end, you know, of the hobby and the middle person between the company and you know, our viewers, I've heard them, you know, talk about it in our groups and in our other shows, you know, on Tuesday with 6 Scale Mafia, where we talk about, you know, how many people would like this in a bigger scale. And a lot of people did want this in a bigger scale. I'm sure there's some people out there that want other statues as well. But I'm really happy that Iron Studios is not only have they been listening, but now they're taking a more initiative to listen to the viewers and really connect with them, because after all, they are the customer, and you know, there's going to be things that they're going to want. And now, especially with the hobby being so, you know, saturated and expensive now, you know, I think this is a really good opportunity for you guys to, you know, dominate in the industry with this stuff, man. I'm really like surprised and really happy on how well you guys have been doing with that. And another thing, so somebody asked how much this piece is. I want to say this is, let me see real quick. Who was it? I can't remember who it was. Let me look up real quick. Anyway, whoever asked, guys, these 1/10 scale statues are not expensive at all for what you
Very
get.
affordable,
dude. Very affordable. I believe this one was maybe, and don't quote me, I think it was like $199.
That's it. $199.99.
$199.99. And if you choose to use our code TOY101, you get 10% off, guys. Which is
that's what was about to say, man.
Wow. So Alex,
I don't know. Actually, you need to test. You know, like now that you mentioned, you just go to the website. You need to test, because I don't know if the code is valid for pre-orders, but you know,
oh, that's right. It might be. Yeah, there might be some.
Work. Yeah.
Yeah, there might be some. Limitations to it. But listen, the discounts get better when it's Insider Showcase. So while that's going on, there's a lot of good things that go on combined with my, you know, with the discount that they gave me for you guys. So just look forward to those things. But real quick before we continue, we got a couple other people in the chats real quick. Who did I saw? I think I saw Dr. Mike, Collectors Enabled, another great YouTube channel. Great guys over there for sure. And I believe I saw the Everyday Collector. John, what's up, dude? How you doing? Another good channel there. But yeah, man. Who was gonna say something? Mario. No, let me get Mario first, and then I'm gonna get Anthony, because I know Anthony's itching at this. Because
yeah, I was actually leading into that, Miguel. Now, Alex, I know you mentioned earlier that you couldn't really spill the beans about who's coming, but my man Cisco Mafia right above me, one of the biggest X-Men fans that I know, and we're trying to get him into some more statues. We wanted to get him into the Sentinel lines, but he's like, nah, man, I missed the first one. I can't get the second one without getting the first one. Nothing but excuses.
I looked at those Sentinels for like 2 years, dude.
So this is the chance for him. This is the chance for him to actually jump on the ground floor with this new line. So I'm just wondering, without possibly saying any names, is there any little kind of small little tidbits that you can give us to help enable my man over here to build up his collection?
Like, maybe thinking about Logan is already something, like special. But the other two that I do have, unfortunately, man, I cannot say because this
Are
will get
they
into
X-Men?
trouble.
Can you say if they're X-Men?
No, these two are not X-Men so far, but we have plans for the future. These that I'm mentioning are already in development. You know, like we have the concepts ready. We have some work already done for those, but we have plans. You know, like these plans include, of course, X-Men and all of those. But you know, like being an unleashed line, because it is a more broad line of products, I think it's aimed, you know, like to any comics fans. You know, like this is not, you know, like an X-Men specific
Right, it's not
collection.
exclusive to one line. You're gonna just
Yeah.
pick
Yeah.
from kind of the best of the best, and
That's it.
I see what you're
That's
saying.
it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
enough to build a nice little manageable display for my man
I
right
think
here.
so. Maybe,
Well,
maybe you know, like.
Anthony,
Like,
you've been
here's
making a lot of space lately in your collection, man. So it's
I
nice
have,
to
I
see
have.
And
that
it's
you're
a
putting,
cabinet, you know.
yeah.
the problem with me is I was looking at all the X-Men stuff, but it was too. I'm kind of like an all or nothing kind of guy, and I missed a lot already.
Okay.
And then I kept seeing all this new stuff coming, and I'm like, damn, this would be really. And like I said, I looked at those Sentinels I still look at them. I was like, damn. I was like, oh, the first one's got. You know, I was
Okay,
like, I can't. You
so I'm
know,
gonna
so
let
that was
you
a
all
problem
know-
for me.
So I'm gonna
I'm
let
sorry,
you
go
all
ahead.
know about something.
Uh-oh.
At the last CCXP, we have announced something else.
Oh,
which
I know
is-
what it is.
Do you?
I think
Do you
so.
wanna say?
Does it have to do with somebody's age?
Yeah, it's something like that.
Something like that?
Let him go. Let him go. Let him go.
Go ahead, do it. Say it. I'll let you say it.
It has to do with a diorama and some characters, you know, like
Age of
from-
Apocalypse.
Actually, Age of Apocalypse was already released. You know,
Oh,
like
yeah.
the
Oh, I thought that's
pre-orders.
what you were talking about. I thought it
No,
was Age of
these are-
Apocalypse.
Oh,
No,
okay.
these
Yeah,
are
so
hitting
did
the
I.
market this year. Yeah, no, this is old news.
Oh,
But it's
Wow.
you know, like, yeah, you think about it. It's not actually one thing alone, but it is a new diorama, you know, to evolve all of these Sentinel ones and all of those. It is not, you know, like one thing only, but we have announced, and soon enough you're gonna know more information about it. But we're going to release a diorama, you know, like comics based for the Infinity Gauntlet.
what?
Oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
Oh, wow.
I remember
Oh,
seeing that.
yeah,
That's very
man.
cool.
We
What?
have
Now,
announced a lot
will
of
that be-
characters for that.
Will that be the comic based
Yeah.
version of it?
It is.
Oh, we're in
Oh, okay.
trouble,
Because
guys.
Thanos
I don't the
helicopters and
MCU. I
everything?
was like,
No, not the MCU. It is the,
All right.
the comics based. We have Thanos. We have Silver Surfer. we'll
Death?
have-
Ooh.
yeah, we'll have a Death. I don't remember probably.
okay.
Yeah, but you know, like we have a lot of characters. You know, like a lot of new ones. But I think it's gonna worth it because we are putting efforts. You know, like to have, you know, pretty much the same feel as we have for the Sentinel one. So, which is really nice.
Yeah,
you
because
know,
the
like,
whole
wow.
X-Men really felt that gave me that era, that Jim Lee era, you know, just right there, that early 90s. If you're doing the Infinity Gauntlet, so is that going to be more like the George
comic.
Perez style art and everything? And
Yeah, more on the comics, you know, like the comic books on that series, you know, like the three. Here in Brazil, it was a 3-part series. I don't know in US how it was, but it is that original one, you know, like the old style, which is really
yeah,
awesome. you know.
okay.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Listen,
Nice.
like I was saying earlier, man, it's incredible the amount of details that they put into these smaller scale statues, right? And like you could just tell by this, you know, Iron Man. I'm looking at the
How
at
dare you?
No,
No.
Dr. Mike said something and he calls himself the Iron
I know,
Doctor. So
I'm
I
not-
said Iron Man.
Right.
Sorry. So this is Dr. Mike from Collectors Enabled. He calls himself the Iron Mike, or the Iron Doctor.
Iron Doctor.
Sorry. So he said something and whatever. But anyway, what I was saying is they put so much detail in these smaller statues, and Cyclops looks amazing. Look at the base. He's got the jacket. He's walking off, you know, super cocky. I absolutely love this piece. And a lot of their 1/10 scales are like this, man. We did a couple on our show. We did the Munro not too long ago, and I had a couple people buy the Munro because of it. And it just looks really, really dope, man. You guys are killing the game, and I'm a huge fan of dioramas. And this is something about Iron Studios that nobody can take away from them, is that if you want to build a diorama, if you want to build a display, if you want to build a scene, this is definitely the lines to go to, whether it's, you know, Age of Apocalypse, whether it's the Sentinel, you know, whether it's the Power Rangers, which is really cool too. They have dioramas for that, or you could just collect some of the stuff individually and don't have to you know, do the entire diorama.
Yeah, the Endgame diorama is massive.
Yeah, that's another one. So super
is.
cool, man. I'm super excited. Guys, we're gonna get, so real quick, we're gonna get into the questions in a little bit. Let me just ask this one because he asked it twice already. So a quick question: Iron Studios outsourced to China, or do they have their own factories in Brazil?
Actually, all of our headquarters is here, based in Brazil. All of the statues are created here. You know, like the artists, all of the concepts, the sculpting, testing, prototyping, all of that, and then we outsource these. You know, like I mean, in around the world, in China and other places. We count with headquarters in Asia. We count with headquarters in Europe as well, in Portugal, and US, because we have a base in there in Vernon, in California.
Gotcha.
So we have offices all around the world right now. So we have this, you know, it's not centralized, all of this production, but every statue is created here in Brazil. So we create everything, and then when we need to produce this on scale, then we outsource these around the world.
Nice. I'm gonna get to your questions in a little bit in the chats. I know you guys are like itching at it. But real quick, before we continue with the rest of the statues from the showcase, I'm gonna go ahead and run this contest real quick, guys. If you want to enter the contest for our Wonder Woman Minico giveaway, which is right here, I'll show it later again. You're gonna go ahead and in the chats, you're just gonna use hashtag Minico, and then later on during the show, we're gonna go ahead and do the duck race, and I will send this out to you guys. This is thanks to our friends over at Iron Studios. We just did our review for this yesterday. It's up on our YouTube channel. I put the link in the chat so you guys could check it out. This was a special show for Ileana because, you know, she loves the Minico figures. This was her chance to have them in hand, and she really loved everything about them. So we're gonna go ahead and give away the golden armor Wonder Woman from the 1984 movie, and this one looks very, very dope. We also dropped our short today that did really well. Everybody seemed to love that. But yeah, guys, go ahead and in the chats hashtag Minico, and later on we'll go through the chats and, you know, put them in the contest. So if you guys want this, hashtag Minico in the chats, and later on we're gonna do our famous duck race, guys. Famous duck race.
Let's go.
But, let's move on to the next statue, guys.
So before we move on to what's in the showcase, can we just show some love to a quick piece that Iron Studios put out recently? That I think
do your thing, bro. You want to show it?
Yeah, and that is, of course, the first time we're getting a movie Hulk statue that's actually good.
Thank you, man.
I'm very excited for this piece right here. I think this came out awesome. I know Ragnarok is a lot of people's favorite, one of their favorite MCU films, and this is probably their favorite look because, you know, shortly after this we have What the Hulk's now, and it's kind of a disappointment. But this is when he was awesome, and I'm very excited for this piece. I think you guys knocked it out of the park because my very first actual polystone statue was the 1/10 scale Ragnarok Hulk. Like that was my first polystone one, so this one's a must-have for me. I think this thing looks awesome.
Man. It is a really tall and a really heavy statue. You know, like we showcased it on CCXP, and I was in charge, you know, like of moving it in there in the podium, and it was, man, really heavy. Of course, it is a prototype so far, but you know, like it's going to be heavy once it hits the market. But it is a really nice one. You know, like the painting and all of these. The green of the statue, it really impressed me because it's a nice one, different from, you know, like all of the others. It's not that much saturated as with all of the other Hulks, you know. Like I really love this one as well. Yeah.
Is this one still on course? Like, is there any delays for it? Should we still expect it maybe this year?
It is still on course. It is expected still this year. If anything goes wrong, we are going to communicate everyone. But so far, it is still on track.
Nice. How do you guys feel about this piece? You did a good job on it. I know you guys aren't into like the MCU movie stuff, but this Hulk is very impressive.
Yeah, no, I'm not, but I did like Ragnarok, but I also, the reason why I like this so much too is because they really tried as hard as they could anyway with the MCU to kind of give us a Planet Hulk. So like that's what it reminds me of the most, even though it's MCU. But I think this looks awesome. I think this looks amazing. I just, but it's hard for me, right? Because I'm not quite deep, into too many statues, and it's MCU.
Yeah.
But I love the way this looks. I really do. Like this
But
is
guys,
this is a badass piece.
I need to ask you something, because this is a pet peeve of mine, Did you guys really like Ragnarok?
The movie?
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
Did you guys like it? Did you
I
guys
liked
like
it.
what they did with Thor?
Oh, like when they? No, I didn't.
Not recently. I
mean-
liked Ragnarok and Infinity War, but if you're talking about like Love and Thunder, no, that was
the
awful.
point, man. That's the point.
That was
Like
awful.
Ragnarok was in the edge. Like I was okay. So if they move this forward, they're gonna miss. Like the character and all of that. And they did that with Love and Thunder.
Bro,
Yeah.
I also don't like what they did with the Hawk. Like I need that Savage Hawk back. I don't want this
That's
Hawk
it.
or
That's
this
it.
Thor. Like I need the original.
I liked Ragnarok,
Yeah.
but it was in the edge of something wrong, and they disappointed me.
The
So that's why I
story
wanted to
should
ask,
have been contained like that. The characters should have just been that for that, because what I liked about it is, like I said, they tried to do kind of a Planet Hulk. I know they couldn't really do it with the rights for Hulk, but they also, that movie to me, when I saw it in the theater, that's back when I like cared and would go see the Marvel movies they came out, but that reminded me like just the pastel colors and everything and the shapes. I felt like the whole movie was like straight out of like Jack Kirby style, illustration, like kind of come to. That's why I liked it. The humor stuff was okay, but between the art style and seeing this Gladiator Hulk, those were the two things that I loved about it. After that, I don't like what they've done lately either.
That's the point.
We can all agree that fight between Hulk and Thor was pretty dope, though.
For sure.
All right, let's move on to the next one because we're on a time schedule here.
All right. So, of course, for Star Wars Celebration, let's go ahead and jump into the Book of Boba Fett. Boba Fett riding the Rancor. Which I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about this show, but we can all agree this scene was pretty dope when he come busting in on a Rancor.
Yeah.
Right?
And I think some of the feedback was a lot of people wanted this bigger, but then again, it's like, why? It's big already. And
because we're 6 scale people, some of us.
I know, but some people really want
I'll be like,
this,
give me a 6 scale Rancor, I'll just put another Fett on. But no.
Yeah, you say that now, but when you actually get a 6 scale Rancor in hand, and then you ask yourself, what?
Dude, I almost got that sideshow one, remember?
Yeah, that's a huge piece, bro.
Dude, it's pretty badass.
Listen. Let's stay on track. Let's stay on track because I know this is gonna end up at somebody's home here on this panel soon. But just real quick, I'm just gonna go ahead, Mario. Just do your thing because I know you're itching to talk about Star Wars. So what do you think about this piece? Go ahead.
Oh no, this is beautiful, man. I mean, I was telling Miguel the other day that I appreciate the fact that this is in the smaller scale because it's more. Me personally, I think it's more realistic to have something like this, sitting on the shelf, rather than something either at a 6 scale or, God forbid, someone want like a 1/4 scale Rancor, in their collection. Because to me, that's just it's huge. It has presence, but there's a lot more that you can display with this scale. I mean, looking at the base, just looking at the setup. I mean, all the little details that are on here. We've got Boba riding him front and center. And I think it looks great. I think with 6 scale, I just think it would have been too much. So for me personally, I'm happy to see
You're probably right.
In this scale. It's just the thing is, I mean, I was one of those, Josh, that wasn't really the biggest fan of this particular series, but this was a dope scene, man. I really can't deny that. But as far as some of the other Star Wars stuff is coming, I think we'll talk about that in a little bit. But then I'm really excited to hear. What Alex has to say, what's coming up in the future. I mean, given that it's Star Wars Celebration this weekend, today being day one, we did receive a lot of news, and it's really exciting right now for some of us fans here. But again, I think this is phenomenal. Y'all did an amazing job on it.
Yeah, for sure. It looks dope. I mean, this scene was really cool, right? And to have a Rancor in your collection, you guys know me. I like those odd characters that they don't really produce a lot of figures of, and I think this one's a cool one to have, right? Carlos from Puerto Rico is a huge fan of Star Wars. I know he's eyeing this up as well. See, look, somebody just said it. Dennis just said it. Carlos is getting it for sure. But Alex, anything you want to say about this piece? And real quick, Ant, if you could just look at your phone real quick.
No, I mean,
phone?
it's really my phone.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, not you. Sorry.
Okay.
Go ahead, Alex. Go ahead.
No, I mean, this is one that really impressed me, like thinking about the scale, because when you think about, our demi art scale line, which is 1/20th, you might think this is small, but considering the size of Rancor and all of that, as like you guys were talking about, right? It makes easier and more, like, to me, it fits best in anyone's collection. Like you have this, and you can show all of the environment, all of the scene, the details. You have a lot of details. The droids in the floor, all destroyed, while he's holding, like in his other hand, parts of that very same droid that he's destroyed. I know that probably some of our guys will be, like bothered by the size of Boba in there, but thinking about the whole scene and the storytelling behind this statue, to me, it fits perfectly, in anyone's collection to display anywhere, and it's more, accessible, like to anyone. Thinking about people who are not collectors but would like to have something from the series, this is really affordable, like thinking on all of that, So I like it. Definitely. Because the size is pretty much closer to a quarter scale, So I like this one. Yeah.
This is probably close to the size of that Infinity War Hulkbuster you guys made, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
That thing was awesome too.
It's really big, It's really big, considering the size of Rancor and all of that. And one thing that was a curiosity of mine, like, I don't know if the information proceeds, but is this a homage to the first appearance when Boba was riding some other monster
a little bit. I think it's a bit of a callback. When the first time we saw Boba Fett was in everyone's favorite holiday special.
That's
right?
it. Which was kind of like a dinosaur or something, right?
So some sort of dinosaur like creature. But yeah, that was the first time that we actually that was his introduction. Was that
that's it.
Feature.
That's it. Exactly.
Yeah. So this scene does kind of seem like a bit of a callback, to that in particular. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I like this one, and like to anyone's collection, this adds a lot. You have the Spikes soldier in there, in the hand, so it has a lot of details.
I like it, man. I think it looks dope. This is another one of those that a lot of people really enjoyed when it got dropped on the showcase. So I really like it, and I think it'll be a popular one, man. I think this is gonna be a good one for sure. Let's get to the next one, because the next one's pretty good too.
I got a few. I kind of out of order.
It's okay.
No worries.
All right, cool. So we'll just jump into. I believe this one was quarter scale, the Catwoman.
It is.
Or just
which is really nice. Like we have been working with Batman Returns and all of those Tim Burton's era. Like Batman's the '89 movie, the Batman Returns, Batman Forever, all of those. And this is like really awesome. Being a quarter scale, we put a lot of effort, like in the sculpting, and you can see a really great likeness in Michelle Pfeiffer's face. You have these shiny leather. You have, the tower from Max. It was Shrek's. Sorry, Max Shrek's. Shrek's was the department store that Selena Kyle wanted to destroy, with that scene with the whip and all of that. So she's sitting above the globe from Shrek's, which was Max Shrek's, I think, the villain. And we have portrayed Michelle Pfeiffer in a really, like the very same style and the mood from the movie, which was really awesome. Like the role that she played in there was really impressive for the time.
Yeah, this portrayal of Selena Kyle did a lot, for the younger kids of that particular generation. Let me just say.
Yeah, it did a lot for me.
Exactly.
I was like 11. I don't remember.
So I think you guys did an amazing job, with the pose here, just capturing, that sexiness that she portrayed on screen. You know,
Exactly.
she looks fantastic. What I really appreciate too is the footprint of this thing, considering it's quarter scale. Nothing too massive. You know, it's really displayable, but from any angle you can display it from any angle. To be honest, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It just looks great. You know, from all angles.
Yeah.
I like it, man. You know, Batman 89 obviously coming out in the new Flash movie.
That's right.
So I mean, this is actually one of my favorite Batmans. I know we had a full discussion about that on one of our shows, but I love this piece. I think it looks good. I think the pose is great. I mean, it looks just like her. You know, I like the little Easter egg with the base and stuff with the cat balloon. I mean, I think it looks good, man. Josh, what do you think about this one?
Oh, I think they knocked it out of the park. I think
Yeah.
anybody who is a Michelle Pfeiffer fan would want to jump on this. Now, is there plans for a companion piece to go with this in the future, like a Batman 89?
Yes, we do have other, you know, like from this Tim Burton's era, we have a few products, not a lot of, but a few products in development. So yeah, for the era, you can expect more, you know. So
Well, no,
probably
definitely want to sleep on this piece then.
I don't think on a legacy replica, you know, the quarter scale, but probably for the art scale line, probably we're gonna have things for the future. Yeah.
I love that base though. It looks really fun.
Yeah, it is. You have the windows, you know, like from the store, the department store, and all of that. You have the concrete
This doesn't light up, does it?
texture. No, it doesn't.
Okay.
But you have all of the concrete texture in there, and you to show the heaviness, you know, like the weight of the cat and the ball and all of that. Because I don't know if you guys remember, but when the ball hits, you know, like the floors and it's destroying everything. It's really nice. It's kind of a homage for all of these, you know, Selena Kyle's role in there, which was really nice, and all of the storytelling that she really played so well in there.
Nice.
Looks good, man. Looks good. I love it. There's another popular piece. I think it's gonna do very well. Let's move on to the next one. See what else we got.
So let's show some love to Master Splinter, the Turtles.
Yay. This is one of my favorite lines, you know, like from the past year. It's one of my favorite lines. Like I grew up reading and watching all of these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and it was really nice, you know, like seeing these, because we have blended all of that comic look, but we have put some, you know, like work in the design to show more some of the realistic feel to all of those. So as I mentioned, you know, like we are thinking about the bases in the very same style, which even though this is not a diorama that connects, you know, the collectors may create a scene because you have pretty much the very same style with the pipes, bricks, some of these sewage, you know, like reminding of ooze, because it's so green. Because I tell them, you know, like this is ooze, man. This is not sewage, nothing like that. And they say, no, this is only from the sewers. And they say, no, it's ooze, man. So I keep this discussion with them, but you know, like discussing this with them. But I like this, and Splinter in this one is really, you know, like appropriate for his character. You know, like he's sitting in there, like concentrated in the scene, which we don't know which it is, if it is a fight or if he's watching the turtles or whatever he's doing. But he's, you know, like focused. He's holding his, you know, like in there, he's holding his staff, which he uses not only to walk, but also to fight. And the tail, the movement of the tail in there to give some balance to this composition. It's really nice. I really like this one. I like the line, you know, like we have the turtles coming to the markets right now, becoming with the Minicos, but now the art scales are going to arrive probably in the next quarter.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I like the way a lot of people like the Ninja Turtles line. Super popular. Figure Kong loves this. He's all in with these turtles. I think he looks good, man, because he looks like he's about to, you know, get down with business, man. He's got the white eyes. He's, you know, he's ready to pounce and stuff. I like it. You know, it's a different look on Splinter. It's not just him, you know, relaxed. He actually looks like he's about to, you know, kick some butt. So I actually really like it. The sculpt looks good, right? Because even though it doesn't have cloth, it looks like he has a you know, a jacket on and stuff, or a robe, and that's how nice the sculpt actually came out. But it looks good, man. I love it, man. And again, another future diorama piece with, you know, getting the other, you know, turtles and companion pieces to this, and you can make your own display. I think you guys did a good job. And are you a Turtles fan, dude?
Of course. I mean, I don't collect them anymore, but dude, I can't deny it. It's Turtles, man. It's awesome. It's, you know, childhood stuff, man. I think it looks awesome. Personally, I love his mustache and everything. It's cool, man. It's super cool. I love it.
It does look good.
I really do.
Look good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a level of detail, you know, like thinking when you think about a 1/10 scale, which is our main core of products, you know, like the art scale line, you might think, you know, like we won't have that much details because it's a smaller scale. But then you see, you know, like the fur, the mustache, and all of these, you know, like the texture of the robe. So yeah, we put a hard work, you know, like in sculpting all of these art scale.
It's a lot of detail. Yeah, exactly. For such a smaller scale, it's awesome.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of detail. It's really impressive.
Yeah, it is. I love these ones.
Yeah, I appreciate the fact that you actually brought out a character like Splinter instead of just leaving it, you know, with the turtles. And you know, I've seen some other companies where they'll do the turtles, but then we'll see, you know, we'll see a Shredder, you know, we'll see like a Bebop and Rocksteady as well, but not too many of Master Splinter, you know, if I'm honest. So this is a good move. This is a good move to get this one actually released. The pose is great. You know, I love that. The stylized details of this piece too, man, is also something that stands out. And that's what's cool about all these different turtle displays is that they all have their different styles. Me personally, the cartoon was a big thing back then. I'm more of a fan of like the first issue appearance, you know, of them in the comic. And I would love to see somebody take a crack at that. If I saw that, everybody with the original Eastman and Laird art, all red bandanas, turtle tails and everything.
Those were the kick-ass turtles, right?
Dude, I would be all in on that line, man.
I love the comics, man. I love those.
Man.
And you know, like you mentioned something really, you know, like that's right about the characters, because we not only explored, you know, like the turtles or maybe Shredder, April, but we also had like Casey Jones and Master Splinter and, you know, like Krang. So we have all of these other companions that are really nice, and, you know, to the fans, they mean a lot, you know. So we have explored a lot of these. We have some other products in the future, or we have a lot of those already, and we have still a few products to release for the future. So this is an ever-growing collection, you know. Like
I was about to ask this question right here.
Here's the question. Here's a good question, guys. I don't know if we could confirm or deny, but I'm gonna go ahead and shoot our shot here. Are we doing the last Ronin?
Hey man, that's the big question, the 1 million question. We are thinking about it. That's as much as I can say.
Here's another person. My God.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then one more question here. Is there any chance you guys might make another cartoon lines, the Biker Mice from Mars or Street Sharks?
Those great, man. Well, as I said, you know, like for the quarter scale Cyclops, you know, like let us know about what you would like to have, and probably might happen, you know, like if we have people talking about it, asking for it, it might be the case, you know, like we consider in doing that.
Yeah. We
have other cartoon lines, of course, in production already. We have things, especially, you know, like thinking about nowadays, we have all of these Eastward Fever and all of these. So we have cartoons, we have like animes and mangas and all of these Japanese culture statues and all of that. So yeah, let us know, man. Who knows?
Listen, that Street Sharks is pretty cool. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Knights of the Old Republic. Ooh,
Star Wars.
We got a lot of Star Wars.
Yeah.
Let me see. I could see Krang, Shredder, Rocksteady, Bebop, Foot Soldiers all rolled into a diorama, possibly. That's probably the end game here, guys.
I like that.
A
really nice one. Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. Do we got another one, or is that it?
We got about one more to share. This one's kind of a classic. I'm pretty sure this was an exciting license for you guys to get to add to your Disney line.
Oh,
got Scar from the Lion King.
Oh,
yeah. And that's a curious one because Oh
Uh-oh.
man.
Uh-oh.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
I
I
can
can
pull
keep
it up. I
talking
can pull
about
it up.
this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Sorry. I don't know what just happened.
I'm gonna pull it
this
up
was
right now. Hold on.
something nice, like we have announced back in January our contract to sell all of those D100, which is the Disney's 100-year celebration for this year.
Yes, sir.
So you introduced Mickey. There you go. There's Mickey on a deluxe and regular version, and also we have a D100 100 years version, which is a special one. It's limited to 100 only, but not the regular and the deluxe one. The deluxe has all of these water movement in there. It's a translucent material to show the splash.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you have the brooms dancing and washing everything, and you have Mickey conducting the orchestra and all of that from the
Alex,
movie.
If I may, excuse me.
Sure.
I'm the one on the panel that's a big Disney fan, right?
Oh yeah.
I live in Southern California. I'm very close to Disneyland. I have a pass. I go damn near every weekend. The fact
Are you
that,
a gold member of the
I'm
D?
A gold member of the D23?
D23.
I let my membership lapse recently. I was.
See.
And just getting those magazines every month. They just kept piling up and piling up. It's
I know.
It's a little rough, man. But the thing is, I mean, I appreciate to see products like this. I mean, coming in from the Cisco world, we saw a couple things coming in from the D100. But to see something like this is what the representation that I wanted to see. Some version of Mickey Mouse. I mean, you guys are doing Scar from the Lion King as well, but if I may, I've got to ask. I got to put in a request since you're here, I'm here. The D100, we got to get a Steamboat Willie. Black and white classic Mickey Mouse, bro.
That's a great suggestion, man. That's a great suggestion.
I'm sure that would make so many Disney fans happy to see something like this in the art scale. Steamboat Willie, full blown behind the wheel, and that'd be a day one for me. I'd be all over that, to be honest.
That's a great suggestion, man. I'm gonna pass to the team this because it should happen. I think.
Listen,
think
I
about
second
the
that.
Yeah.
What's that, Miguel?
I second that. That's a classic. You gotta have Steamboat Willie.
Willie all day, man.
And I love Mickey Mouse. That Fantasia one, the Phantasmic, wherever you want to call him. He's good too. I love that. Yeah.
And one thing that like when we announced Mickey back at January, the thing is we only could sell those on Latin America. So now we have just announced yesterday, I think, these products are already available in USA, Europe, Middle East, I think Middle East, Africa, and Australia. So, and of course Latin America as we had in the past. So almost a global. And then you can get those at our .com website as well right now.
Yep, here it is, guys.
We have announced on our last Inside Iron Studios the Scar. So Scar is really a nice one because we have these deluxe and regular versions. The regular one is in there because it might be the case a collector who doesn't have that much space or would like to have something more affordable. Then we have this simpler base, which reminds of the elephant graveyard with all of these details. But the deluxe one, it evolves a lot in the game because we have a really nice and tall base. Scar is sitting at the top of the elephant graveyard. We have the 3 hyenas as well. And we have some green translucent material that resembles all of that lava and the the greenish environment. So this is the D100 version. Which has
I'm looking for the other one. Hold on.
Metal base.
Let me see.
This one that you showed is the D100. This is limited to only 100 units. For those hard collectors, for those hard collectors who would wish to have one of those numbered, this is the one. And this is the deluxe. Yeah, you have the full set. I love this one because you have this taller base.
Look at that base.
And you have the hyenas. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It doesn't light,
That's
but
cool.
this is only for the image. but you have these, you know, like these
That's really cool.
environments
That's
and all of
awesome.
this stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
man. And like I said, guys, these are great, man.
yeah,
These are
yeah.
great.
It's really awesome, you know, like, and you have all of this Disney look and feel, you know, that all of the design, which I think it's really peculiar and characteristic from them. So we try to explore these, you know, these statues. Yeah, you
Alex,
have the hyenas, which is really awesome.
could we actually see some of these pieces like at some of the Disney parks that sit on the shelves?
Not yet, but probably in the future, because these
That'd
are
be
only
awesome.
prototypes. These are on pre-order right now. So
Right.
probably when they hit the market, probably they will be there.
Dude, that's
Nice.
awesome.
I like
And
this a
there are
lot.
events as well, you know, like the D23s, you know,
Mhm.
probably we will have some of those as well.
Yeah, that'd be cool to see because I would imagine because there's a lot of Disney collectors out there, whether it be pins, whether it be mugs, whether it be
Yeah.
statues like this, is what I'd be into. There's a lot of opportunity there when it comes to Disney collecting.
I really
Specifically,
appreciate, you know, like you
Yeah.
know, like what you had said, you know, like it's really important because it shows that we are achieving the results that we are expecting to achieve, you know. So thank you so much for that, because it means a lot to know that
Yeah.
the Disney fans like what we're doing, because we're doing with a lot of care and a lot of, you know, like details and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it looks great. I think you guys are killing it with that, man. And like I said, this is why I had this panel today, because you got a little bit of love from every single license you guys have here, pretty much. They're huge fans of Batman 66 as well.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yes,
Awesome, man.
yes, absolutely.
That's great.
But yeah, guys, listen, there's a lot to talk about here. And guys, real quick, the chats, last call for the contest. Make sure you use hashtag Minico in the chat so I can enter you in for the duck race.
Is the panel allowed to enter?
I already entered you guys. And
okay.
guys,
Oh, okay.
if you, I'm a step ahead of you guys. And guys, if you have any questions, drop them there now so we could ask. And again, ooh, look at this. This is dope. Alpha 5.
Alpha 5.
If you guys have any questions, drop them now so we could talk about it.
That
I have a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Me
Shoot.
too, but go ahead.
You can go
Shoot
first,
it.
Anthony.
No, go ahead.
So I think my favorite piece from you guys that I've ever owned was the quarter scale Far From Home Spider-Man. It has absolutely the best light up feature I've ever seen in a statue, and it's very dynamic, and he's like fighting through the drones and everything. Are we going to get any quarter scale love from Far From Home? Because I remember when the movie first came out, y'all showed a picture of it, and I don't think that was for 10 scale. I could have swore that was for quarter scale. So can we expect a trio dio of the 3 Spider-Men in quarter scale?
all from No Way Home.
Yeah, from No Way Home. That was actually a concept that we did in the past, and it turned out on an art scale, you know, like the collection with the 3 spiders. So the answer, unfortunately, for now is no. We don't have plans for the quarter scale, and I know how disappointing it might be, but you know, like the art scale lineup for those Far From Home characters, they look really great, and they're just arriving at the market right now. So I think
yeah, I saw them in person at my local comic shop. They look awesome together.
All of the 3 Peters, and then we are going to have Green Goblin as well. So it turned out on an art scale line of products. We do have that quarter scale that you mentioned, and actually we have given away at our last San Diego Comic-Con last year. We gave one of those away, and it was really nice because it had a lot of, you know, like people interested in winning one of those. And I do agree, this is a nice one, but you know, like for the future, probably we're going to keep with the art scale line.
Fair enough.
Because it was more, you know, like in line with the fans and the collectors for these specific franchise.
But I have to say, yeah, again, y'all killed it with that Far From Home piece. That's seriously probably the coolest light up feature I've ever seen on a statue before.
Yeah, it is awesome.
And you had a question, right?
Yeah. So
I feel like you're about to go in.
Well, a little bit. You're doing this Age of Apocalypse line, right?
Oh wait. You want to jump into that? Hold on. All right. Give me a second. Give me a second.
Okay.
Give me a second. Go ahead. You can continue. I'm gonna bring it up. Continue.
Oh, okay. Well, I actually have. You want me to just share this?
Oh, I got it because I got the pictures from
okay.
the San Diego thing. But go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, so when I'm looking directly on your site, and I've looked on Sideshow and others too, but right now I'm seeing 7 figures or 7 statues rather for Age of Apocalypse. Those are currently none are out yet, right?
No, not yet. Actually, all of those were for pre-order in the past, and now we're expecting them to arrive to the markets maybe next quarter or maybe next semester or something like that.
And they're still available, or they sold out?
For pre-order, not yet, but probably we're gonna have some of those once they arrive, but not that many because the production was not on a. It was more exclusive. So we're going to have some of those once they hit the markets. But I would advise to, like be on the look because probably the window where they will be available will be short.
Okay.
Nice.
That's okay. That's so I'm because my thing is if I wanted to get these, I would still have an
have a
opportunity
chance.
to get
Let me
those
translate that for you, Ant. That means hurry your ass up and buy them when they become available.
I was trying to be polite in here, man.
Well, yeah. No. That works. So, but then I guess my second question is if you can say it or not. Are there more than 7? Are you going to go pretty? Are you going a little deeper in this Age of Apocalypse?
For now, we don't have plans for that yet. Who knows? Maybe that's a possibility. But for now, no. For now, this is the collection, the full diorama. And we have like Apocalypse, we have Colossus, we have Rogue, Storm, Cable, and Magneto.
Magneto,
and
Bishop,
Logan.
and Logan. Yeah.
And Bishop. Yeah. That's
Can
it.
you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that was on at San Diego.
Looking
That's
right
when we released. And it's really nice, like, so we don't have plans for now for the future, but who knows? Maybe.
And then is this like kind of like the go-to way to set them up, like how you have them positioned, or because it's supposed to be kind of like one scene, or no?
No, actually, that was because of the space and all of that. But you can circle them all around Apocalypse, and it would look really nice. That's how I presented to all of the stores and distributors. We had like them like 360 around Apocalypse, which is really impressive once you think about the battle and how strong and almost unbeatable Apocalypse is.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it makes sense that they attack for all angles. So you can assemble them as you like. Like we have some suggestions. For example, Rogue fits well, like at that base, at that specific point.
Right, like right there.
Aurora, for example. Yeah, Aurora, for example, would be nice, like in front of him. So we have this because her eyesight almost match his, like, so it's really nice.
She's like looking up towards.
That's it. So we have some, like it's a suggestion, but anyone can, like assemble these as they would like. It's a little bit different from the Sentinel ones because you have the specific place where each character would be assembled. But for this one, you are more free, like you have some freedom to adjust them and adapt as you wish. So it's a really nice one.
And,
yeah, they look nice.
That's good to know. I'm saying that's good to know that it's that it's really a 7-piece set essentially. Because then I can look at it like through my head, I'm like, oh, okay, I can probably manage this.
Yeah,
like,
at
and
least
set it all up.
When it ends, right?
Well, yeah, because like I love all the other ones that you've done, but it's just like, damn, I was thinking about going backwards, and I see all the other stuff coming, like Domino and everybody else. I'm like,
I know.
Yeah,
Bro, I'm telling you, the second you buy this, I guarantee you're gonna go back and buy the Sentinels.
No, for real. So like the thing with this is that because of the display case, that's why they made them like this. Like there was really no room to display them how probably somebody else would. That's all.
Right.
So that's why they look kind of spread out weird here. It's just they just wanted to give spotlight to all the.
Yeah, I would almost try to connect them as best as I could, like you were suggesting, like and kind of have them encircling Apocalypse. I don't mind if I see the back of a statue. If it's all one big, battle piece like that. That is shit. I might. Listen, that's pretty good.
And since we're talking about the dioramas, just to give you, like I have here the characters for the Infinity Gauntlet. So now I can say properly. We have Thanos, Captain America, Cyclops, Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange, Hulk, Iron Man, Namor, Terraxia, Nova, Scarlet Witch,
It's a hell of a lot.
She-Hulk, Silver
Jeez.
Surfer, Spider-Man, Thor,
Look at Miguel. Look at Miguel.
White Vision, Wolverine, and that's it for now.
That's it. That's it
That's
for
a
now.
lineup,
That's it
man.
for now.
Wow. Okay.
And that's all for the comic one we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Infinity
that's
Gauntlet.
it. That's it.
Holy
Yeah,
Oh shit.
You had me at Doctor Doom and Silver
Doctor
Surfer.
Doom is gonna be
Dr.
popular,
Doom,
Yeah.
right?
and I think you said Terrax. Terrax, that's one of Silver Surfer's enemies, right? That's the guy with the axe or with the
Terraxia.
Terrax.
Terraxia. I think I don't know if this is in Portuguese. I don't know if she's a.
Yeah, I think it's a girl or a guy.
It is a girl, yeah, with a tiara in the front. Let me see if I can show you this character.
Is there going to be an Adam Warlock?
No, not for now. But
Okay.
I mean, let me see if I can share these with you guys.
Dude,
If I
that
present
was
this.
wow. I might
That's
have
a
to
lot.
ask you to repeat that because
So this is the character.
please send the
I'm
list.
talking about.
he's putting
Can
it
you
on.
guys see
All right,
it?
hold on. I'm about to pull it up right now.
Okay,
give me
so
a
this
second.
is the character that I mentioned.
All right, all right.
Yeah,
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
have,
yeah,
do you
yeah,
have
yeah.
all of them? Do you have the other ones or no?
I do have the.
Can
just
you
a
show 'em or
second. Let
no?
me see if I can. Yeah, I can. This was already, like it's not on me anymore. let me see if I can pull this window again. Just a second.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
Let me stop presenting here, and let me show again.
Oh man. He said Dr. Doom. I was like, wait, what?
I really think you guys are playing it smart though, because the
Yeah.
10 scale is like y'all's bread and butter, and especially like time goes on, we're seeing a lot more collectors kind of, not in a sense downscale, but like they're kind of going down to smaller scales. And I think the 10 scale line is the perfect way to have that representation you want, but it's cost effective. You're not going to get destroyed in shipping, and they look amazing when you have them all together. So I think you guys are doing the smart move right now.
Oh, it is still opening in here because it was on my drive, so it's downloading. And just a sec, in a couple of minutes,
Nah,
I'll
do
have
your
this
thing.
and I can show you all.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Listen, this is crazy, bro. That is great. Now, so while that's loading, I just want to touch on this because just for you Star Wars fans here, and I think this is one that I actually really like as well. And I think we touched on both of them a little earlier, but I just want to touch on these before we get to two more things and we end the show. But let's I want to show this real quick. So I want to show Darth Vader on throne 1/4. This is pretty cool. This got really good feedback just because of the presence. I mean, take a look at that, guys. What do you guys think? Mario, I'll start with you, Star Wars fan. Go ahead, go.
You're muted, Mario.
Oh, my bad. No, it's like I said, man. This is the thing. Throne pieces, given the history, absolutely sell, right? And I don't think Vader would be any exception at all. Me personally, I'm just not used to seeing him on a throne, so it's kind of like just it's still kind of like it's new to me, you know. However, I understand that there's a swap out head sculpt with the battle damage piece to it. I was wondering if I'm sure it's probably too late. But were there any like ideas for like any surprise swap outs, like say an arm or a hand or something like that? That I think it might be a little bit more, you know, showing a little bit more presence. Like say if he had one of his hands, if he had like a hand like gripped in a fist or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that would have been. I think that would have been like really, you know, that pose would have spoke volumes a little bit more. But it's still impressive, you know. Nonetheless, I mean, him sitting on a throne like this, it still has a lot of presence. But I'm sure it's already late in production to consider any kind of changes, you know, at all.
Yeah, for the pose, I think it would be a little bit harder. But one thing that's nice about this one is that it has an extra head with a damaged head as well, and it has a damaged plate from the chest. So we do have these. It's been making a huge noise. I do understand where you're coming from, and I kind of agree with that. I think it would be a nice pose if we had like the hands clenched to show his, you know, like anger and all of that. You know,
right,
like
exactly.
trying to tell a story in you know, like between the lines, you know, like with these small hints and everything. I really like the idea. That would be really nice, you know. If we
Don't get me
if
wrong,
we-
I still want it.
sure, no, I totally
That's the thing.
understand, but I do understand that,
Uh-huh.
you know, like you're pointing there, and I can agree with that. Yeah, but you know, like as you said, it is an impressive and imposing statue, you know, like considering
Yeah,
all of the story.
Alex.
And
Something I wanted to ask you earlier, but I think we just kind of skipped by it. So we saw the N1 Starfighter. You mentioned that you plan on doing some updates to the base.
yeah,
You know, given that it's Mandalorian season 3, we've seen a couple other ships as well.
yeah.
So is that also in the cards? Could we see more ships? And I mean, not
Ships?
necessarily from the Mandalorian, but I'm like, a Falcon, an X-wing, or
Wow, that would be really awesome, right?
I'm just asking, man. I'm just checking. I need to see if I need to start saving some more money, putting more funds aside for
What I
to
can
support the
say-
habit.
Yeah, what I can say, you should save your money because we do have items, you know, like a lot of items for Star Wars, and I mean a lot in you know, like not figuratively speaking. I'm telling that we have a lot of items in development. I cannot say exactly which are these items, but you know, like from the experience for the past releases, you can see that we are evolving on, you know, like more scales, more kinds of, you know, like not only focus on characters but also on environments. And I think this might be a possibility, you know, like having other starships and all of that.
This is
Might
unique
be the
because
case, you know.
yeah, we don't see this outside of models where people are putting something together.
And to be completely honest with you, you know, like I don't even know all of those, you know, like I know a few of those, and I know that, you know, like we keep these really seriously, and we have this development, you know, like with a lot of care and protection, you know, like so once we have the product ready, then we can share with the public and audience. So to be completely honest, I know about a few, but I don't know about all of those. So it might be the case, you know, like, but I cannot say for sure.
Gotcha.
What I can say is that considering what the product team has been developing for the, you know, like the past releases, I think it's a possibility. But I would say, you know, like save our money because we'll have more Star Wars in the future.
So then let me ask you this. I mean, you just said more Star Wars in the future. This weekend is Star Wars Celebration out in London right now. Can we expect to see any more announcements from Iron Studios for the Star Wars lines?
Yeah, not for Celebration because unfortunately we won't be there. You know, like as Iron Studios, we do have some of our team in there, which are huge Star Wars fans. They are in there right now, but we're not gonna announce right now. We're gonna announce probably by the end of the month, or maybe next month. We're going to announce other, you know, like items and things.
So next month for May 4th. You
May
might say,
yeah.
Okay, all right. I can hold you to that. I can hold you to, May
Yeah,
4th.
that's the point. And actually stay tuned because probably we're gonna have some smaller events for May the 4th. So stay tuned.
Interesting.
Maybe you'll see something around the Iron Studios community and all of that.
Yes,
Right,
I will be announcing all of it. Can't wait.
Oh, that's it.
Before we move on, can we talk about one more piece that I think that was just released? Actually, I got it right here in the box.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna put you on the big screen, okay, bud?
Yeah, all right. I gotta open it up to let you.
Wrong one. There we go.
The Scarlet Witch from WandaVision, the quarter scale.
Oh,
I think you guys knocked this one out of the park. I'm ready to open that one up, and I'm very excited for that one.
I'd love to see your unboxing, man, of this statue because this is really nice, man.
No, I think you guys killed it.
I love how Scarlet Witch came out. I love how Vision and even White Vision came out for this quarter scale. It's really awesome, you know, like they floating in the air and all of that. It's really, really cool, man. I'd love to see your unboxing of these, man. Live unboxing right now. Hey.
Listen, he's got his channels. Are you gonna be doing this on your channel?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So once we're gonna share that for him, and I'll actually send it to you too, Alex, so you could see it when he does it.
Oh, awesome!
That'd be awesome. Thank you.
See that?
Yeah, for sure. Did you get that list ready?
There you go, man. Just a second. I have it here.
Oh no!
Sorry,
I got booted.
No, that was me. I just
Okay.
Thanos you. Hold on. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys.
Oh, so there you
Oh.
go. You have like Thanos, Captain America, Terraxia, Cyclops, Doctor Doom, Doctor Strange, Hulk, Iron Man, Namor, Nova, Scarlet
Ooh.
Witch, She-Hulk, Silver Surfer, Spider-Man, Thor, White Vision, Wolverine.
Ooh, is that Wolverine
Nice.
brown suit?
Yeah.
Should be.
Oh, and then real quick. You go back to that Cyclops. I noticed he has the X
Sure.
on his chest. Is that a different variant costume of him?
Where is it? Yeah, and there you go.
Right? Does that look like the Cyclops with the?
It does. Yeah, it does.
Oh.
Well,
Actually,
during that time, they were X Factor, weren't they? When they rebooted the
Yeah.
original 5, and those were their outfits at the time in the 80s.
oh yeah, that's it. That's it. Exactly.
Oh
That's it.
man.
See, I'm one
Oh,
step
man.
ahead too, Miguel.
Now that Dr. Doom, can you go back to him real quick? See,
It's gonna be
Okay,
dope.
man.
I'm going based off of these art renders,
There you
which
go.
look amazing, by the way. Is this what's the Dr. Doom, the white Dr. Doom? What is it? Is it God?
God Emperor Doom.
Is this God Emperor Doom?
It might be, man, to tell you the complete truth, I think so, looking at the concept, but I haven't, like this haven't been shared with me.
All right.
But I'll get more information maybe for next Collectors Assemble. I'll be here and let you know about
Yeah,
all
man.
of
Let's,
this.
That'd be
let's
awesome.
do
In
it.
detail.
That'd be awesome. We'll definitely
detail.
love to have you back. This is really neat, man. I really appreciate you
Yeah.
sharing this with the community and stuff. And like I said, this is what it's all about. All right, so let's do two more things before we end the show. We have a community inbox. So just so you know what that is, Alex, community inbox is something that we do here on the show that people could go ahead and leave a voicemail on any of our socials, and they could go ahead and tell us a story. They could ask a question. They could just say whatever they want. It's just, whether they have an opinion on something, whether they want to vent. And we usually air them on here. My media manager is the guy who filters through them and picks the ones for the show. So that way I don't really know what they are. So I could be surprised too. We actually had 5 or 6 come in this week since I announced you being on, and he picked one of them. And he told me this, so it made me a little nervous because I'm like, man, this. Let's see what this is. So let me show that real quick for you guys. Let me bring it up and we'll talk about it. Let's see. Is this it right here? I think this is it. All right, let's go. Hopefully.
What is up, Toy Quest? Long-time watcher, first-time caller. I want to give a shout-out to Iron Studios. In fact, a while back, Toy Quest did a review on a Wolverine versus Juggernaut statue. I liked it so much, I ended up buying it. It's now one of my favorite pieces. Congrats on this collaboration. It's big. My question is for Miguel. What's your biggest goal with this collaboration, and what do you expect to achieve? Thanks again for opening interactions with Iron Studios, one of my favorite companies. I'm going to be following closely to see what's next.
Holy shit. All right. Talk
Oh,
about a hard-hitting question. I was not ready for that. So first off, I like how he added we just talked about the Wolverine and Juggernaut, so that's kind of funny. So he liked that. So I appreciate that because that was an old video. That's like when we first started. A horrible production, but still great statue. It got a lot of views. But listen, so to answer the question, and that's a loaded question, guys. So when Iron Studios reached out to us, man, I was excited, man, because we've been doing this for a while now, and Iron Studios has always been one of those companies that we really wanted to partner with. And my biggest goal, right, for this collaboration is, and I talked to Alex about this, when we first started talking and stuff, is that I would like for Eliana and I to be a branch. We want to be an extension of Iron Studios here in the States, and be that middle person for the viewers too. And not only help with unboxing and stuff, because unboxing is fun, right? Like we get to see them in hand for you guys. And I know the community out there is a little bit torn now with their collections because the things are expensive and they're going different routes. Some people are leaving the hobby. Shipping is super expensive. But, the unboxings are cool. Without a doubt, I love to do unboxings for you guys. Eliana loves it. Show you new products, help you out with your purchases and POs. But the biggest thing for me is that I want to be that extension of the brand, for Iron Studios. And it's funny too, because somebody asked this in here in the chats and I can't find it, but they asked about the insider showcases. The insider showcases are obviously in Portuguese. And I would love to help out with a segment or something where we could go ahead and get somebody there to talk English and do a presentation maybe on one of the statues and stuff, something like that, to kind of have a presence here in the States with the company. I'm trying to find it in here, but anything that we could help with as far as bringing the brand closer to us here in the States and really representing the company, that's really what it's about. Those are my two goals, man. I know the unboxings are fun, and I know a lot of people, that's what they watch us for. But my biggest thing is I want to be that branch of the brand here in the States for them. I want to help them out as much as they can, because I do believe that they have great products and affordable for all different types of budgets. They have a lot of licensings and stuff. And my second goal is just what we're doing right now, is bringing a brand with the community together, chatting, talking about the likes, talking about the dislikes, talking about what they want to see in the future. I think it's a big thing for companies to talk with the community, because again, they're the ones who are purchasing, they're the ones who are watching, they're the ones who want the wants and don't want the things that might come out. So I think that's really important for companies to do this. And it's just, I'm really honored. Not only, they support the channel, they support my daughter. You guys know my daughter's a huge part of this channel. I mean, it's her channel. It's not mine. It's hers, right? I'm just like her co-host. And, although there's a lot of things she doesn't understand in this world, she does love unboxing. She knows that there's a purpose behind it. She sees the comments. She sees you guys talking about stuff. So I guess that's my biggest goal, man, is just, connecting the community with the brand, and then just being an extension of the brand here in the States for everybody. And I'm just going to try to do my best to make everybody happy, and bring you guys what you want. Really, it's just, I'm here to entertain and help out. And like I said, I'm really, 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 really appreciative of Alex and the team. Everybody's been freaking great. Awesome. And man, I really appreciate it, guys. We just did our Minico, show yesterday, and we did our short today, which came out really good. And these things are awesome, man. We already had people buying some, and we're gonna do the giveaway soon. But yeah, Alex, that's thank you for that. I appreciate it, and I hope that answers the question. I don't know if that person's here in the chats now, but loaded question. Thanks for putting me on the spot.
and what can I say, man? That's exactly the point why we partnered up with you guys. So I really appreciate all of these, like the care about the brand, and like in thinking about how we can develop things in there creatively, and because you said like a hard truth, which is, at the end of the day, what matters is the like the collectors, like they are the collectors, like what matters is how we can better serve, and we can create things for them, for all of you guys. So yeah, that's the main point, and that's how we should frame all of our steps and all of the things that we do. Because like if we try to like mime something, or just adapt something, it will feel artificial, it will not feel true. So we always think, we as collectors think about you guys as collectors, and all of the collectors which are fans of our like statues and all of that. So we really appreciate that, and I think this is going to be like really awesome for all of the future with all of you guys.
Awesome, man. I really appreciate that. And like I said, I know the community loves it. We got a lot of good feedback. My panel appreciates it too. Like I said, they all have their own YouTube channels. They're all collectors. They all have their different likes and different niches and stuff. So I definitely appreciate you jumping on. But before we end the show, man, let's run this duck race, guys. Is there anybody else out there in the chats that has not entered the contest? Please don't double enter, because it's hard to get all these names in there. But I got everybody. But if there anybody else jumped in late, hashtag Minico, I'll contact you after the show, or hit me up, whichever one. But speak now or forever hold your voice, because hold on, let me see if I can put this up real quick. So done.
My duck's been training all year for this.
I know. So, so wait, Alex is probably like, what the hell are they talking about? So, Alex, so real quick, I'm sorry. Oh wait, let me show the prize first. Let me do
I was trying to find a duck in here. I didn't.
No.
Let me see if I have one in here.
So listen. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I could. Why is this not working? All right. I suck at this. Oh, here we go. Okay. So real quick, here's the contest, guy. This is the Golden Armor Wonder Woman 1984 Minico figure. I mean, the box looks incredible. If you guys want to see the review, we did it yesterday. It's up on our YouTube channel. Great gifts, very affordable. They have companion pieces as well. You got the other Wonder Woman here. But this is nice, man. This is cool. This is a popular Wonder Woman with the golden armor. She got her wings and stuff. It's really nice. But yeah, we're gonna be giving this away for one lucky person in the chats because we appreciate you guys coming on, and we always love doing things back to the community. So let's run this duck race, guys. So real quick, duck race is exactly what it sounds like. We do a contest and we have these ducks that dress up in like superheroes and stuff, and you're gonna see in a second. It's pretty fun. We're really known for this duck race of ours. Oh, here we go. Anthony Kennedy. I have Stanley and Gambit Minicos. They are cool. I know Arilis has she just got Stanley and she's got a couple other ones. So super neat. Let's run this duck race, guys. So
yeah, that X-Men Minico, like the Minico X-Men line is really nice. Like
it's sick. We did the Jean, Phoenix and stuff. Yeah. Let's do this duck race. All right, so share screen. Race timers. Nope, that's not it. Hold on. Duck games. Here we go. All right, guys, get your ducks ready. I am not in this. We're gonna do a minute. You guys want to do a minute? Is that okay?
Yeah, man.
Sure.
Can you guys see it? Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. What's this? Oh no. We're doing costumes. Okay. Ready? Let's see. Oh man, this is the duck race, guys.
Nice.
All right, so everybody's name is in here. This is everybody who entered the contest that used the hashtag, and we're gonna start it right now.
Let's go. Where am I at? Where my duck at?
Dokinator is ahead, right?
That's Duckinator for right now. He's running ahead.
Guys, if I butchered your names, I was trying to get them done as quick as possible.
No, you got his name right, just for right now.
I don't even see my duck in here.
Oh, he's in there somewhere.
I can't even see mine either, man.
What'd you put him under?
Ledge coming up. Lucky 13.
Oh, look, Ledge. Let's go, bud.
Oh.
Wait, timeout. Do I have Mario in there?
I'm not even in there.
Hold on. Pause.
No, I'm right there.
Are you?
I think I'm right next to him.
Oh, you are here. Josh, I know you're here for a fact. Yeah, Josh, you're right here.
I don't think I'm in there.
You're right next to me, bro. You're the little panda.
Josh, you're up in the front. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm blind.
All right. Guys, we have some cheaters in the panel. I'm sorry. We're going to continue. 23 seconds in the race. I can't believe these guys doubting me.
Let's go.
Let's go. Josh, look, I'm not in there, bro. You're in first place. What are you talking about?
What just happened?
Taking a swift lead.
Oh, FigureCon about 3 ducks ahead.
We got Josh. We got Josh coming on. Dennis right behind him.
Josh!
No, Josh. Really, Josh?
No.
Really, Josh? Wow. If this isn't rigged.
Oh my God, dude. Stop it.
Wow.
Man, Josh, all that training has paid off, man. All that hard work all year.
Josh said his duck was in training too, bro. Congratulations, Josh. This is the first time one of our panel members actually has won a duck race. So congrats, bro. I'm gonna be sending you this, buddy.
Congrats, man.
That's awesome,
Very
man.
cool.
Pretty cool, guys. So that's our duck race. Alex, what'd you think?
So much fun, man. I want to join the next one,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There you go.
This is cool, man. Congratulations, Josh.
Let's go.
All right, let's go. You ever win anything?
No, absolutely not.
Yo, he said duck. Look, you know he didn't mean that.
Duck.
All right, guys. So listen, that ends our show because we do have to get ready for Mario's show next on his channel. But man, I want to thank everybody in the comments for joining us today in this episode. This is a big deal, for the community and Iron Studios, for allowing us to open the doors to them and bridging that gap between you guys. So first, Alex, thank you so much, man. Like I said, I really appreciate this. This is so cool to talk to you in the brand and learn new things. And I know there's some stuff that you couldn't say, but there's also some stuff that you just dropped the bomb on us with. So I really appreciate that. But yeah, man, thank you for coming on, brother.
No, thank you so much for having me in here. It was really fun, like talking to all of you guys. As you said, like there are things that I cannot say, but like I try to surprise a little bit. So yeah, I hope you guys liked all of the news announcements, and I hope to be there in here in the next month or in the future.
Yeah, man. Whenever you want to do this, we could do it, man. Anything you guys want to talk about, use my platform, awesome. To your benefit. You guys got full access to it, no matter what you guys want to do. So I really appreciate you. 6 Scale Mafia, and thank you so much, man. When's your next show? Talk to us about what you're gonna be doing next. And yeah, man.
Well, first, a pleasure to meet you and hang out. This was fun. I think I'm probably gonna get some stuff. But tomorrow, yeah, we have our show tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific, right, Mario? That's what it's 6 p.m. Pacific tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot to talk about too, as far as 6 scale figures. Yeah, definitely. It's been a busy week. That Return of the Jedi stuff, Iconic Studios, Street Fighter 10, dude. Some cool stuff. But no, I appreciate it as always. Yeah, this is Age of Apocalypse. I think you got me.
Awesome, man. I want to see that in your collection.
Me too. So awesome. We'll have to figure that out. Yeah, but no, it's pretty awesome. I appreciate it very much.
Cool.
Nice, man. Thank you. And we're gonna be on 6 Scale Mafia on Tuesday as well.
Oh, yeah, Tuesday.
That's right. You got to plug that one in, buddy.
I forgot.
The show with no name.
One day I'll be cool enough to get the invite.
The show with no name. Josh, we got to get Josh on there, bro.
We will. Well, how about the following one then, since we postponed this week. That was the problem.
Okay. All right. We're going to get him on. Josh, speaking to you, I know you got a couple things coming up. I don't know if you want to make that announcement that we talked about or if you want to hold that back still. But what do you got going on for your show?
Well, first things first, Alex, it was awesome meeting you and talking with you. Like I said, Iron Studios is what got me into this hobby to begin with, so it's really cool to actually talk to somebody. This was a blast. I can't wait to have you back on. Hopefully you'll come back and talk with us. And yeah, man, this was a blast. But as far as stuff coming on, we got the Scarlet Witch review coming. One day, my Queen Studios stuff will get here, so we'll have some Queen Studios reviews come up. And I'm kind of changing up the channel a little bit. It's going to be still collectible stuff, but I have a big passion for obviously the MCU and the movies and stuff like that. So I want to have a Thursday night show where I have a panel and we just talk about all the leaks and the rumors and like the trailers and all that kind of stuff and just kind of geek out for an hour and a half. So if anybody's into that kind of stuff, please hit me up. I'd definitely love to have you guys on. But aside from that, we're just hanging out, man, having a good time. And of course, I'm with you every Friday night now. And yeah, and then hopefully with Anthony at some point.
Nice.
Yeah. What is today? What is today?
Today
I'm just looking at the date. So Tuesday.
Today's April 7th.
Yeah. Let's do the 18th.
All
right, cool.
If that works for you, Josh.
Yeah, I'll look at my work schedule when we get out of here.
Awesome.
Okay.
Awesome.
Cool.
Mario, you're next, bud.
Hey.
I know we're going to be jumping on his show in about 40 minutes, right? Correct?
Yeah, in about 45 minutes or so. Come check me out. LWO, myself, group of guys. We'll be talking about for life. Ya tú sabes. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. All the stuff that's going on with Celebration right now. Some of the trailers that dropped with Ahsoka. Again, a bunch of Hot Toy Star Wars that dropped as well. So that's going to be a fun discussion. A couple statues to discuss. And yeah, it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a long show, man. It really is. There's just so much to discuss. But Alex, it's an absolute pleasure to meet you, man. And hopefully I get to meet you again later on down the line. Sometime next month, whether at a con in San Diego or what have you, bro. But it was a privilege, man. It was a privilege.
I'm gonna be there, man. I'm gonna be at San Diego. If you guys are in there, please.
I'll be there,
man.
I'll be there.
I wanted to go
so
bad.
Our chance, man. You guys reach me out in there. It's going to be a pleasure to show you all of the announcements, the releases, prototypes, and all of that stuff. That's going to be showcased in there.
Awesome. Alex, I have one last question, if you don't mind. You mentioned earlier about if we have questions or anything, or if you have any feedback, what's the best way to get a hold of to contact Iron Studios?
To contact Iron Studios, you may reach through the site, the website. Then you can send an email to our supporting team. They will address to whoever is needed. But if you want to address me, you can reach me out through Instagram, which is at Manzano, which is Manzano. It's Spanish, so yeah. And also you can reach me out at Iron Studios, the Instagram as well. So yeah, it's an open channel to all of you guys, and
awesome.
It would be awesome to listen more from you guys, to hear from you.
Yeah,
it was a pleasure. I really loved. I had so much fun in being here. So thank you all for having me,
man.
Yeah, man, we would love to have you here, man. Yeah, send me later on. It doesn't have to be tonight, but just send me your Instagram through WhatsApp, and I'll send it to these guys. I need it too, because and real quick,
yeah, that'd be cool.
So true story. Alex speaks Spanish, man. I saw him in the showcase and he was talking Spanish. I was like, wait a minute, what just happened?
I went from Portuguese to Spanish.
It is just the same as in English. I try. If I can communicate myself, I'm fine with that.
Oh, he did a good
job.
I
do. I do.
Me and Iana were watching the Insider Showcase, and he came on. I was like, oh, look, that's him. He started talking Spanish, and we both went.
Yeah, because I take care of the global marketing initiatives, coordinates all of these. I need to talk to Latin America. I need to talk to US, Europe, and all of the other countries. So I try to speak Spanish a little bit. I can communicate. I can understand better than I can communicate, but I do speak Spanish a little.
Dude, that's awesome. And we got a lot of people here from Spain. We got a lot of people from Puerto Rico right here.
Hola a todos.
Shirley Santos.
Saber que todos están acá.
Mira nomás. There you go.
Sí, yo hablo un poco. Comprendo mejor que puedo hablar, pero está bien.
Yo, let's
you could have fooled me, bro.
That's really good, right?
Man.
That's amazing.
It's really, I was shocked. I was like, let's go. Maybe love them even more, man. But yeah, man, we got a lot of people from Spain, Puerto Rico, Australia. So that's why I'm so happy that we collaborated with you, because we got, especially with Australia, man, they have a lot of different rules and regulations for their statues, and you guys are
and
killing it with that too,
because of Portuguese. Portuguese and Spanish is really similar, so it's kind of the same vibe.
And another thing before we go, they brought LWO back at WrestleMania this year.
Yeah,
oh really?
He said, "Yeah, I heard,
man.
It's not the same, but I'm just letting you know they brought it back."
We gotta lay low. We're gonna get infringed or something, man. Cease and desist. We'll see what happens, man.
That's funny. Listen, guys, I appreciate everybody being on. Thank you so much, and we will see you guys on another episode of ToyQuest 101 Collectors Assemble Live next Friday. See you guys.
Yeah, guys.